Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family Politics channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The winning Meghan Markle won 5 honors after leaving the royal life. The Women's Women of Vision Award will be given to Meghan Markle this week in recognition of her global advocacy to empower and advocate on behalf of women and girls. The list of honors Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has amassed since quitting her job as a working royal will soon grow by one more. On Tuesday, the Duchess will receive the EMS Foundation for Women's Women of Vision Award, which will be given to the royal by author, journalist, and social activist Gloria Steinem. Meghan will get recognition for her long-standing efforts to promote girls' education and empowerment. On the organization's website, the Duchess is profiled and praised as a feminist, champion of human rights and gender equity, and global role model. She has, nevertheless, amassed a number of unique accolades for her labor and advocacy activities since she renounced her regal throne in 2020. The Duchess received the Top Entertainment Podcast Host honor at the Gracie Awards earlier this year in recognition of her efforts on archetypes. Leading female leaders from the sports, entertainment, and business worlds were invited by Meghan when she first started the podcast series last year to talk about the labels that try to hold women back. The Alliance for Women in Media Foundation established the award, which honors programming for, about, and made by women. In a rare personal note posted on the Archewell website, the Duchess thanked the foundation for the award and praised her production crew for their dedication. "Thank you for this prestigious award, Alliance for Women in Media Foundation," she remarked. "This is a joint accomplishment for myself, the majority of the women on the Archetypes team, and the motivational visitors that joined me each week." The Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Organization gave Meghan and Prince Harry an award for their unwavering commitment to social change and work to protect and advance equity, justice, and human rights. The pair announced a new partnership between Archewell and the group to establish the Archewell Foundation Award for Gender Equity in Student Film when they showed up together to receive their award in New York in November. The Duke and Duchess made the following statement in response to the prize. "Our hope with this award is to inspire a new generation of leadership in the arts, where diverse up-and-coming talent have a platform to have their voices heard and their stories told," they added. "Our shared conviction that love triumphs over hate and courage triumphs over fear unites the ideals of the RFK Foundation with the Archewell Foundation. We are all aware that a drop of optimism can become a wave of transformation." Kerry Kennedy, the president of the organization, made the contentious assertion that the honor was given in honor of Harry and Meghan's efforts to expose structural racism inside the royal family. They went to the oldest institution in British history and told them what they were doing incorrectly, that they couldn't have systemic racism within the institution, and that they couldn't continue to retain a misconception about mental health, according to Kennedy. Meghan and Harry received a prize for their efforts on social justice and equity-related causes in yet another joint acknowledgement of their advocacy work. The honor is given each year to honor exceptional public service or a noteworthy accomplishment. LeBron James, Rihanna, John Legend, Bill Clinton, Condoleezza Rice, and the Reverend Jess Jackson are examples of past recipients. The Duke and Duchess, according to NAACP President Derek Jackson, heeded the call to social justice and have joined the struggle for equity both in the U.S. and around the world. The organization mentioned its support for a women's refuge in Texas and their work to promote vaccination equity during the coronavirus epidemic as the reasons for the award. "It's a true honor to be recognized by Derek Johnson and the NAACP, whose efforts to advance racial justice and civil rights are as important today as they were nearly 115 years ago," the Duke and Duchess said in accepting the award. With an award signifying their choice to only have 2 children, Meghan and Harry began their new life in the United States. The Duke and Duchess have been praised as role models for paving the path for a more sustainable population by the British nonprofit organization Population Matters. After the couple's son, Prince Archie Harrison, was born in 2019, Harry stated that they had chosen to have just 2 kids for environmental reasons. The couple was referred to as enlightened by Population Matters, which also promised them a prize of $695 to be donated to a charity of their choosing. A representative for the organization claimed that the award recognized the unusual set of circumstances that Harry and Meghan were in as a couple with such a high public profile. Speaking about this exclusive, during a community tour, Meghan and Harry surrounded a young group with a protective arm to raise awareness about mental health. A behavioral analyst studied their body language. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle paid a visit to an organization that offers tools for developing emotional intelligence to young people. The Duke and Duchess may be seen smiling in photos from the community tour, talking with teenagers about the state of their generation's mental health. The two spoke for an hour about societal pressures and social media with the charity organization AHA in Montecito, California. Both Harry and Meghan have openly promoted seeking help and spoken out about their past battles with mental health. According to body language expert Judy James, photos shot during the community tour showed the couple actively listening to the teenagers and taking notes. The behavioral analyst told Express.co.uk Harry and Meghan stick to the back of the shot, standing upright as the others crouch slightly and pose in a way that suggests they are putting a protective arm around the entire group to promote mental awareness. Another image shows Harry engaging in active listening and encouraging behavior while seated with the group. He strikes the dynamic position by leaning forward onto splayed legs, grasping his chin with one hand and cupping his elbow with the other. Meghan is in a more regal attitude than her husband, standing straight and delicately placed with one hand on the wrist of the other. We also see the couple taking notes, though the pose seems to be more about catching them laughing together, with Meghan's head dipping slightly to allow her hair to cover her face in what looks like a coy pose, the article continued. The affection between the two is best captured in a photo with the couple facing the group, James continued, as the Duchess appeared reserved. She continued, "Her legs are crossed at the ankles, and there is still a gap behind the group where we can view them. Although Meghan usually exudes confidence, the ankle crossing position is typically an indication of status or lowered confidence. Meghan's special talent would have given the royal family an enormous advantage." Exclusive. According to a royal author, Meghan Markle possesses a characteristic that would have made her an asset to the organization. According to a royal book, Meghan Markle's professionalism would have been an enormous advantage to the monarchy. In 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex declared they would no longer be doing any royal responsibilities, citing media attention and the demands of their positions. The pair agreed to give up using the title Royal Highness and accepting government funding after relocating to North America. The Duke and Duchess continue to be adored family members, the palace remarked at the time, adding that everyone was grieved by their choice. What the royal family lost as a result of the separation of the Sussexes has now been disclosed by a royal author. Meghan was a very professional individual who demanded the same of everyone around her, and she would have been a huge asset to the monarchy, according to Clive Irving, author of The Last Queen, in an interview with Express.co.uk. Meghan's professionalism, according to the author, was clearly on display during the Sussexes' first official tour as a family. In 2019, Harry and Meghan traveled to Africa for the first time as a family, as well as their infant son, Prince Archie. "I thought there couldn't be a better place for the monarchy than in Africa," Irving said. Harry and Meghan both have a heart for Africa, and I think what a strength they would have both been. The royal author does not have high hopes for Harry and Meghan to come back now that they have broken away from the firm. "I think the future of Harry and Meghan now has to be seen as completely independent of the monarchy," Irving said. "Both their meaningful attachment to it and their ability to return to it are impossible." The palace officially announced their intention to retire from royal responsibilities a year earlier. The royal palace declared that Harry and Meghan will not be returning as working members of the royal family in 2021. Harry, who was 36 at the time, was told by Queen Elizabeth II that in stepping away from the work of the royal family, it is not possible to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. Harry and Meghan's breakup was officially announced when they were asked to leave their British residence 3 years after they stopped performing royal duties. Before they resigned from their royal duties and relocated to Southern California, the couple had planned to live in Frogmore Cottage on the grounds of Windsor Castle, west of London. According to reports, King Charles began the packing and relocating process on January 11, the day following the release of Harry's incendiary biography Spare. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been asked to leave their home at Frogmore Cottage, the couple's spokeswoman confirmed in a statement. Since choosing their own route, the Sussexes have engaged in a series of media adventures, which culminated in the publication of Harry's open memoir Spare, which quickly became the fastest-selling non-fiction book in the history of the UK. Although the book was a bestseller, there was some controversy around Harry's description of his brother, Prince William, and his father in their personal discussions. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.